What's something you saw as child but's real, but nobody believes you? I've lived my entire childhood with my parents, sister and paternal grandfather. That house was built by my grandfather in the late 80s. He lost his wife before I was born, so I never knew how my grandmother looked in person. But rumors were that house was built on a shady plot of land. In my culture, people believe in supernatural and have superstitious beliefs. But my parents brushed it off as a hoax. And trust me, that house is very eerie, even in the daylight. This happened when I was around 8. We need to constantly take care of my grandfather, as he was very old and becoming very sick very fast. So we all were around him all the time, doing every simple tasks for him. He lived on the floor above the ground where we lived. So at nights we go upstairs, sleep in his living room, and he slept in his bedroom. Me, my mom and my dad slept in the living room, while my sister and grandfather shared a room. So my sister would help him in case he needs anything. This one particular night, me and my parents were sleeping outside. I was woken up to a sound of someone or something moving near the door to stairs. And I saw a shadow of a person moving towards the door, and it just exited the door, climbing downstairs. I thought it was my mom and decided to go behind the shadow. Here's where it gets messier. The door was locked by lock latch at the very top of the door. And at that age, I wouldn't have had ability to open it myself. So it was open or simply not locked. I went out, got downstairs, and banged the door to our home. One thing about my home is that the entire staircase is inside the building, so I was not outside, but rather like in the hallways, and my mom didn't open. I was clearly upset, and I went upstairs to complain to my dad, but that's when I saw my mom beside my dad. I came to her and complained that what she did was very wrong, and I was angry. My mom thought I was bluffing something at night and told me to go to sleep, but I was not having it. I woke up Dad and told what happened. He said he was sure to lock the door, and that's impossible for me to open the lock. He got up and checked the door, and to my surprise, it was locked. I moved out of the house when I was 18 and currently living away from that house, and my parents came with me too. To this day, they don't believe me, but a part of me believes that they saw something too in the period when we lived there, because every time I bring up this incident, their faces change, and they avoid eye contact and brush it off. Subscribe for more horror stories.